Hey, it's Chantel. Today we are packing up. We're about to head down to Lake Powell. It's about a 20-hour drive from Oregon to get all the way down to southern Utah to go to Lake Powell. But if you've ever been, you know it's worth it. If you haven't been, put it on your bucket list. So awesome. So today we're just gonna get the boat basically ready to tow that far. We're gonna do a couple things just to make sure the trailer is ready to go. I'm going to do what I can to protect the boat for the long drive. We're gonna make sure it's all hooked up to the truck properly, and then we're gonna hit the road. We've got all our gear loaded into the truck and into the boat. We know where everything's packed. We know how the weight is going to be distributed. And now I'm going to walk around the trailer and do some things just to make sure the trailer's ready to go now that it's all packed up. So I'm going to torque the lug nuts on the trailer tires to make sure those are all good. And I'm not just going to have a wheel flying off when we're driving down the freeway. Now I'm going to check the tire pressure. Since we're loaded up, I want to make sure those are all good. Don't forget to check the spare also. Make sure that one's good to go. Also super important to make sure that the trailer is as level as possible. If you have a tandem axle trailer, you want that fender to be as flat as possible. You could actually set a level down on the fender if you want to get an idea, eyeball it. Or the new Malibu trailer is awesome. It has its own little level on there, so it makes it really easy as you're lowering it down onto your truck. You can see if it's riding too low or too high. This is important to do after you've loaded up the boat, because once you add gear and things into the boat or the truck, it's gonna change how everything is riding. So make sure you've all loaded up and then do this stuff. So when I lowered it down, it was riding just a little bit bow heavy, so kind of down a little bit more than I'd like. So I have an adjustable hitch. I was able to raise up my hitch. Same could be done if you have airbags in the back of your truck. I just wanted to get the tongue of the boat up a little higher so the boat itself is gonna ride more level. So now that that's done, we're gonna wrap up the boat and get it ready to tow. We have quite a bit of gear for our trip, so we've put stuff just in the boat. It's kind of loose. It's not gonna fall anywhere, but it could blow out if we have wind coming over us if we didn't have the cover on. If I were to just put the cover on over that long distance with the wind kind of channeling down the cover, it could just sit there and chafe on the gel coat. So what I'm gonna do is take a big roll of plastic wrap. I'm gonna run a couple rounds along the gunnels of the boat just to put a barrier between the boat and the cover. And that's really gonna protect the gel coat. Then as soon as I get where I'm going, I also don't want any moisture sitting in there. So as soon as we get there, I'm gonna pull the cover off and then take the plastic wrap off. So before I put the cover on, I'm just gonna make sure that the plastic wrap kind of covers the entire area of the gunnel. I went one layer a little bit lower, and then I did one more layer a little bit higher so I could make sure the entire gunnel is gonna be protected. And now we're ready to put the cover on. All right, it's all buttoned up, it's ready to tow, and the last thing I'm gonna do before we drive away is check all the trailer lights. Make sure brake lights are working, reverse lights, all of the running lights. You wanna make sure all of that is good to go as well. Woo, we're all packed up, we're ready to go. We're gonna leave first thing in the morning. We'll see you down there. It was a long drive, but we made it. The boat is in great shape. We're stoked to enjoy the week. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff like this. We'll see you on the water.